Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at navigation on Flutter. In the body of my scaffold, I have this centered widget and a text which is home page. What I'm going to do is remove this centered widget and instead return a column. Children. For the first child, I'm going to put a text here and say home page. And then I'm going to put a raised button here. Child. I'm going to say next. And I'm impressed. Save and run this. Then I have this in the corner here. I'm going to wrap the column in a centered widget. Okay, so I have this here. I also want to put some padding on top of my centered widget. Okay, so I'm going to change this to only. I'm going to say top 250.0. So right now our button, when you press it, does nothing. What I want to do is to navigate to a new screen whenever this button is pressed. So to do that, I'm going to go down here, and in this onPress method, I'm going to say navigator dot of context dot push. We're going to push a material page route. This material page route takes a builder. It takes a build context. I'm going to call it context. And then returns a widget. For this widget, I'm going to call it second page. Okay, so this class doesn't exist yet. I'm going to go ahead and create it. I'm going to go down here and create a stateless widget and call it second page. Instead of just returning a container, I'm going to return a scaffold which has a body, center widget, the child text, which is second home. Save and run this. And then when I click this, it takes me to this page which is second home. Also, I'm going to put an app bar in the scaffold. With a title, second. So you see that we have this in our app bar, but then this has been created here. This widget help us to navigate backwards from where we came from. So you can see if you click it, it takes us back. Okay, so if you want to take this widget out, you can just come here and say leading. I'm going to put an icon button there. Put an icon. Icons dot cancel. And then this icon button takes an unpressed. Save this. And you can see my icon here have been changed, and then I can press it. So right now what I want to do is whenever I press this button, I want to remove this widget from the tree and go back. So I'm gonna say navigator pop the current context. And now when I press it, you can see the widget has been removed from the screen. Okay, now we want to send data from the first page that we are in here to the second page anytime we click on this button. So to do that, for a stateless widget, I'm just gonna go ahead here and say final string name, and then come down here and say second page. So you can see we have second page here and then second page here again. This is a class constructor. So inside here we're going to say this dot name. Okay, so this is going to say that anytime we call this second page anywhere in our app, we're going to have to produce this name. So this is going to be compulsory. However, if you wrap it in curly brackets, it's going to be optional. So back here you can see now we have this error, and this widget requires one argument. So we're going to provide it here and say my name. So now we can use this widget anywhere in our app. So down here I'm going to put my name here and say name on second page. So when I press this, you can see that I've successfully sent the data from this screen to the next screen. Okay, this is cool for transferring data between a widget and a stateless widget. However, for a stateful widget, it's going to be slightly different. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to come down here and create a stateful class. I'm going to call it set stateful. We're going to return a scaffold with an app bar title. I'm gonna copy this here. So back here, instead of returning this second page, I'm gonna replace it with a stateful widget. I'm gonna go down here in this stateful widget. I'm gonna put a centered widget again with a text state. Then go back here. Okay. Now I want to send data from this first class to this second state class, which is here, anytime I try to call it. So in order to do that, I'm gonna come here just like the stateless widget and say final string name, and then make the class constructor and say this dot name. So going back, you can see we have an error here. I'm going to provide the name argument. So going down here, now I want to use this name down here in my app. How am I going to do that? Remember, for the stateless widget, we just did this and then we said name. However, here you can see that we have an error. In order to be able to use this here, we just have to add this widget widget dot name. So the name will be used as a widget. Remember, in Flutter, almost everything is a widget. And then click here, and you can see my name has been transferred here, Abero State. Okay, so that'll be it for this tutorial. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.